Great to see you.
Great to see you.
What's media day like? So you're just going from picture to picture, videos, all that. How do you feel
Oh,
about
yeah, I
this?
feel good. I like the camera a lot, so getting to take a lot of pictures and doing videos, that's a good thing for me. I like to do it.
Well, fans are excited for you. Obviously, your speed and your height, and going into just the combine process and what John Spytek and Coach Carroll were expecting from you now that you're a Raider. What have those conversations been like?
Their biggest talking point for me is just being able to be a deep threat down the field, like consistently. So I've been working on that every single day when I step on the field.
Yeah. What was that draft process like, man? You guys going through, and obviously there's several players on your team who are also getting drafted. Talk to us a little bit about, those last couple weeks at school going through the draft process.
The draft process for me was really crazy because, like, going into this, everybody want and have those dreams of wanting to go like the top picks and things like that, but you never know how it's going to go. So
Right.
it's a crazy process, just ups and downs of hearing where you might go, when you're going to go. Like, it was a great experience because it was a dream come true for me, but it was definitely a tricky one.
Yeah.
Dont'e, when you get anointed with the title of being, the Al Davis draft pick because of the height, because of the weight, because of the speed, what does that mean to you? And are you much of a football historian that you know what this organization has been built on with that's just part of the DNA?
I would say it means a lot to me. Like, of course, it's big shoes to fill in, but I'm willing to do whatever I have to do to hold up that standard, and I'm not going to shy away from that. And like you said, in terms of the history part, we love big, fast receivers, and I happen to be one of those guys. So I feel like it's a great title to have for myself. I just have to hold up.
Aiden O'Connell's played a lot already due to injuries of other quarterbacks. But what's that Geno ball like? When you're at about 30 yards deep
Look at
and
the
you
big
look
smile.
for it, walk us through a Geno ball, deep ball.
It's crazy. Like, he has a great ball. Like, you expect, like, the way the ball look when it comes out, like it's going to be a really hard ball, hard to catch, but he put a lot of velocity on the ball, but it's soft when it hits your hand, so it's easy to catch. He probably has one of the easiest footballs to catch that I've my whole career playing.
Yeah, man, your film, man, you just pop off the film, man. Just your size, your acceleration. Some guys are fast, right? But it seems like you accelerate, run away from safes, run away from guys. What is your favorite route combinations? Kind of.
Me being completely honest, I say a deep post or a go ball. Because like you said, I can use that acceleration to break away from guys.
Right, okay. And if you're trying to attack a corner, are you going to use your size? Are you physical with guys, or are you just going to use your quickness, finesse, and try to avoid him with your moves?
I say a combination of both.
Okay.
Like, I feel like depending on what play or route it is, will change up my approach if it's going to be a more physical or being more finesse and speed. But most commonly, I like to use my speed.
All right.
So looking at some notes here, Dont'e, you're the tallest player ever to run a 4.3 40, 6'5". You led the nation last year, 25.4 yards per catch, senior season. Again, going back a little bit in history here, and I think you were on the team at this time, Eric. James Jett could just fly. Could just fly, but he wasn't as big as you. And there's a great story about John Gruden was the coach at the time. He's standing on the sidelines, and James Jett runs by. John Gruden doesn't say, "Did you see that?" He said, "Did you feel that?"
Man.
That's how fast he was.
Oh, yeah.
Is that similar to what you're bringing? Can you feel how?
Oh, yeah, definitely. You're going to feel his speed for sure. You're going to feel his speed.
What does that
love
mean?
it.
What does that mean? What does that translate to?
Winning down the field.
Yeah.
After that's the biggest translation for it, really.
We just talked to Jack about transferring from LSU, and he ended up going to TCU. With your start here at Oregon and ended up in Tennessee, big-time programs, massive home crowds. I mean, big rivalry games. Was that something you were looking for with that type of experience in college, the rivalry game, to go up and beat an opponent that means something big to the university?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Like, especially with Tennessee, like, being a VFL was a big thing for me. Like, knowing that I graduated from there and I gave my all for Tennessee every single time I stepped on the field. So, like, having those rivalry games definitely was a big thing that I looked into of making that decision to go to Tennessee.
When Peyton Manning shows up, or just the history there, right?
It's crazy.
Well, I went there to one game, and I just couldn't believe the tailgating was on the river with the boats. The walk-in as you walked into the stadium, all the fans. Yeah, just that's something you're expecting. Now you got Raider Nation, and you got these fans, and you know the history of them, the black hole and all that. How do you embrace that?
Oh, just run to the black hole every time. That's all. Run to the black hole.
I'm going to use that as a soundbite.
Yeah.
That's me. I got that as a
sure.
soundbite. I want that.
As you were growing up, what kind of players did you kind of look at and kind of pattern your game after?
So I say, like, my overall, like, all-time favorite receiver, Megatron.
Okay.
So being a big receiver, I felt like that was a great person to model my game after.
Right.
And then over time, it started to change to Julio Jones, and now I watch a lot of Nico Collins.
Okay. Yeah, that's good, man.
Yeah.
Good
So
stuff.
Jacoby Myers, obviously seen a lot of people. I just wrote about him as being the most underrated player on this roster. What is he? What do you look up to him as a leader in that receiver room, and what do you see from him? What do you glean from him on the practice field?
I say I start with saying Kobe is great at doing every single thing. Like you could put him in inside, you could put him at outside. He could run a deep ball, he could run intermediate routes. Like it's nothing that he can't do on the field. So just looking at him, I always try to find small things that I could take from his game and implement it into mine, because of course we're not the same receiver, but it's small dimes that I could take from him and put it into my game.
As a 6'5" guy, as we wrap this up, I wanted to talk about your conditioning, your diet, because you're keeping the speed, but you're a really big guy, and I'm sure you got to get your right calories in. What's a day like for you when it comes to breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and when do you don't want to eat past a certain hour because you're super fit?
So for me, the hardest thing is breakfast. I don't have a big appetite in the morning, so I be having to force myself to drink smoothies and stuff like that.
Okay.
And on the other side of eating a lot of food, for me, being a big guy that runs a lot, I sweat a lot, so I have to be overly hydrated more than just eating my food. So I say I drink more water and electrolytes than I have to eat, if that makes sense.
So you're conscious of that all day, how much water you have to intake and all that. That's a big part of what you're doing with your training.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we in the desert and it's hot out here. So I gotta drink a lot of water.
Because I'm wondering, it seems like there's a lot of track in you, right? So running that fast and football, so you got to figure all that out there, huh?
It's crazy. I only ran track for 2 years in high school.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
The track coach wasn't on you early on?
I ran my first 2 years.
Oh, the first 2 years?
And then you got a taste of football and running those go routes.
Nah.
Any other sport?
Oh, I played basketball too. I'm not good at basketball.
Oh, what?
Not good. Not good at all. No hoop game at all. I can dunk. That's it.
We'll talk about it. Max has got a full court in his house.
I won't be there. Yeah. I sit on the side and watch. I can play basketball.
I think you'd be a good fit there.
Awesome.
Hey, welcome to the Raider Nation.
Yeah,
Go say hi to the fans.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
Thanks a lot, everybody. Dont'e Thornton. What a great kid.
Awesome.
One of the things about Media Day, everybody, is you get a chance to meet these gentlemen for the first time, and you learn a lot about them.